Okay everyone, so that's how she looks before. We're just going to try and change the indicators today, the front ones. Have you seen, probably on the previous episode, or the same one, just a blink of an eye ago, we've done the rears. Still not got the relay, hopefully that'll arrive soon. So let's get these fronts done, and today we're going to see if I can get these fronts switched out by just using the original toolkit that came with the bike. So we'll get that out and show you what that is and see how far we get without getting my toolbox open. Looks a bit wet at the moment, but that's what that looks like. So let's see what we've got inside. Interesting. So we have inside the toolkit, looks like a 10 and maybe a 16. I'm not completely familiar with these, there's no markings on them. This is something you can put on other things to make leverage improve, like that. That looks like a rear sprocket adjuster to me. That looks like front and rear, or at least rear 32 and something else made in Japan. It's a 32mm and a 34, 35 for the rear. A few spanners, we've got a 12, 14, a 12 and a 10. And then two Allen keys. Maybe a 4mm and a 6mm. Can't see any markings, but those will immediately come in handy, because to get at our indicators, or relay, or flashers, or whatever you want to call them, probably could get in from underneath, but I'm just going to try and remove this inner panel here, which just gives you an access to get your hand in. Let's give that a try. Recently installed the new workshop light in here, or the shed light, and might be a bit brighter than I figured, but sometimes it creates dark spots if you get just a light above. It's not too bad. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. This is only a bit of fun. You have to do is flick. All you have to do is flick the little backing plate off the indicator, which I'll show you in a second. Wiggle it down the wire through the plug, and you should be able to wiggle. Yeah, welcome to my channel and the railway that's 200 feet away. Well, 200, no, probably half a kilometre away. And there it is, it's out. So there's like a little clip that goes on the back of them that allows you to just push it in, and then this clip folds out onto this, expands it. So that's it removed. So what we need to do now with the LED indicators is to basically cut this wiring and solder on this plug onto the LED wiring. Now the LEDs have ballasts. They also probably current protect the LEDs from popping, so I'm going to try and keep them. I'm going to have to put the LED relay in, but I'm going to keep them because it will probably protect me having to get another set because they'll go pop. So that's what we'll do in a second. Let's get the other one off. So down there, if you're watching this, you probably do have a bike or you're familiar with these, but right down there, that's the back of the indicator. And you see those little tabs. So those tabs fold out, release the clip from behind, and then the clip comes out and the indicator comes through the fairing. And I believe, obviously, if it wasn't a faired version, if it was the half faired or the naked, then obviously they would just pop off. So the first thing we're going to go and do is go and wire these up. So these, this wiring on these, I won't show you because I've already bored you enough, I expect. There's usually a coloured wire. This one's green, this one's brown, and then a black. Black is earth or neutral or negative, and the coloured one is your positive. So we'll go and splice these up. Now that's the problem with the wiring. They give you plenty of it, but the ballast is here, and also could be protecting the LED. And we haven't got much wiring, don't need much of it. So we'll probably remove the ballast, put it down here, and then put the plug on the end. We don't want all this wiring just flapping around. Right, see you in 2 minutes, or 18 of them. Not sure. Maybe 16. Ready all, folks. So, the before, the after. They are slightly longer. I'm hoping that will help because we have the ballast. To be able to sort of swing the old wiring round and into the plug, or down, or wherever it went. But obviously too much was too much. I'm also hoping I've left just enough that we get this little plastic tab out, we wiggle it back, and then you wiggle the wire through the gap, you wiggle this through the gap, pop that on, pop it in. Can't feel my wrists. I think if we stick the key somewhere where it's wanted. Aha! Well, what a surprise! It flashes a bit fast. I don't like the position. Negative on the positioning. I'm missing the positive screwdriver, or the posi drive, or Phillips. So let's go and get one. Okay, so this has covered what we did that might not have been caught on camera. Missing a Phillips screwdriver, or posi drive, or cross, whatever you want to call it. So I went and grabbed one just to tighten up the bracket on this, because it was loose, which it's not anymore, which is great. The wiring on the other side, I've got a dry joint on my soldering, probably because I'm shaking like this because it's so cold, but they are on. So let's give you a little square arm view of what's going on here. A dime. Well, that looks a lot neater. Quick cut back to the previous dime, and that's how it looks before, with it flashing. And we're back. And you see what a good difference that makes. We'll give it a little flicky flishy. Flashy. It was like a little flashy. Obviously she's flashing just a tin's bit too much. So hopefully with a relay which is on its way, we'll sort that out. We seem to have somehow fixed the clock problem. So these two here would reset every time you left it for a few days. Oh, I've left it for a couple of days and it's still right. But I've also had a left... that went weird then. I've also had a left headlight issue on this side where I gave it a wiggle down these two big plugs down here and it fixed it. So I'm done for today, but the next job is I'm just going to go dig my way down in there, pull the plugs out, probably clean the connections, give them a bit of a grease, because I figure there's some dodgy connections. But for now, for today, that's it. Alright, welcome back to Piggy Power. We might be just on the same episode, to be honest. Let's just put this off just in case we do the stupid thing and roll it forwards or backwards or whatever you do when you move a bike around. You get the lock off. Remember, hazards now and indicators. Flashy too fast. See, it's kind of initially but they're not there. So our fix for that apparently is this. Cost about £13-14 on eBay. It's basically an LED flasher. So there's lots of diodes, resistors, ballasts, and lots of other words that I don't know what they mean, probably or maybe not in there with some fancy gel, so we can't actually see what's in there. This should be plug and play. Soon find out. Have to lift the tank to get to the relays, I believe. Some are hidden down here, but there's no relays there, so I presume that they're by the battery. Yeah, let's dig in, find them, and plug this in. There is some relays down here too, but I'm not sure that's to do with the indicators. Probably should just check the manual, but we'll soon find out, I guess. I was led to believe that it was under here if it wasn't there, which it wasn't. It's actually under there. So let's take that cover off and let's find out, I guess. So here's our relay. I've identified that this plug and this relay look rather suspiciously like the one I want. So let's unplug it. It does look just like that plug, I have got to admit. We plug that in. Nothing's on fire yet. That's always a good thing. Let's try it. Yes! Oh yeah, the other side. Flashing at the normal speed, yeah. Flashing at the normal speed. And then the hazards on, yeah. So that's where it is, everyone, on the S2. It's not there, it's not there, it's there. I think what we'll try and do is use the original rubber and just tie that in like that, and then tuck the wire in underneath. I mean, that would be quite cool if that was a little tab on the back that just slide on there. Oh, works a treat. Sweet, I'm well happy with that. Okay, well that's it. I'm going to put the all covers back on. The next little thing we want to be looking at electronically make sure the clocks, because they have reset again, so there's obviously still a wiring issue, and at the same time as attacking that wiring issue, we are going to see if we can add a little gear indicator, because I can't remember 6. So that's what we're going to do. So thank you for watching. Click on the bleep bloops. Comment down below. Have you got this bike? Have you got a similar bike? Did you know I had a bike? Say how you like bikes and don't say how you don't like them. Because I know some people don't like them, but I don't need to know that. Tell me what you're doing to your bike this winter. Take care everyone. Ride safe. Piggy out.